I'm sure it'll come as no surprise that pasta in the Bonaccini household is a favorite go-to. But this particular pasta dish that I'm going to show you is a little different. It's more like a potato dumpling meets a little bit of cheese, and we like to call it gnocchi. You know, the key with making perfect gnocchi is to boil the potatoes in their skins, because that prevents the potato from becoming overly wet. And the idea there is that the drier the potato, the less flour you have to add, and therefore the lighter the gnocchi's going to be. Perfect. So we'll add a little ricotta cheese. The king, and I mean the king of all cheeses in Italy, Parmigiano Reggiano. And a good amount of cheese. I want to have that nutty, rich Parmesan taste. Added flavor, I have these beautiful, slow-roasted buds of garlic. And of course, I've got to use a little of that garlic oil in there. Just watch how easily this bud breaks down. That is roasted garlic heaven. It's going to be good tasting gnocchi. So before we start rolling the gnocchi out and forming them, we should do a little test to make sure that we've got the seasoning and the density spot on. It'll take about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. It'll float to the top, another 30, maybe 45 seconds more, and then ready to lift out and have the taste test. It's looking good. Has a nice firmness to it, but not overly firm. And see the way the fork just cuts into that? That tells me it's light and fluffy. That's a good start. Oh yeah. Cut the dough in half. A lot easier to work with that way. And start to gently roll on a lightly floured board. I'll cut that one in half. Both hands working the dough together. Now, we're ready to cut our first gnocchi. About 1/2 inch to 3/4. Take the back of a fork, lightly floured, and give it a gentle roll, creating the classic potato gnocchi grooves. So now the gnocchi's rolled and shaped, the next step is for me to prepare the pancetta and winter greens that I'll be serving them with. This, my friends, is the Italian version of bacon. It's pork belly that's been cured, hung to dry, and is a keystone ingredient in any Italian kitchen. Pancetta. These are cinnamon cap mushrooms. And what I'm looking for when I choose a selection of mushrooms is the look, the texture, what they bring to a finished dish. A simple white cap mushroom. Cut it a little chunky so it stands up and stands out. And the last piece of the puzzle is just to tear up some wonderful winter greens. Here I've got some collard, the tops off of beets, and this here is a little Swiss chard, just coarsely torn up, because they're all gonna cook and wilt down. Oh, I almost forgot. A little fresh thyme. First job, fry off this pancetta. That is pure flavor. My water's boiling. 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes at the most. And these gnocchi will be ready. Oh, look at that. Beautiful bright colors. The aroma, a little bit of juice from the wine and the stock. Just needs a little knob of butter to add a touch of richness. That is good. A little more butter into my pan. So these gnocchi are now getting a bath in this nut brown butter, rich and full of flavor. The sage just adds another taste accent to it. Now I'm going to plate. It's the finishing touches. A little love on the presentation. Got to grab some of this juice. And these lovely, light and fluffy gnocchi. And of course, a pasta is not a pasta without a good amount, the king of cheeses, Parmigiano Reggiano. Looks like another snowfall, maybe. A glass of wine. A lovely crisp Pinot Grigio from way up in the north of Italy. It's going to work really well with the richness of this dish. I think I said this was heaven. It truly is. It's heaven on earth. It is big and rich and flavorful. Once you've had gnocchi like this, there's no other way to have them.